So now that you found the perfect wedding dress, there's just a few other things you need to take care of before the big day. First, let's talk about finding a really good hiding spot for your dress. You want to be mindful of the environment that you're putting it in. Things such as pets, direct sunlight, and smells, like if you have a roommate that's a smoker or if you cook often in a certain area. You don't necessarily want a fancy, expensive wedding dress to be around those things, so make sure that it's protected. Also, you probably don't want to show a whole lot of people your dress. One, you want it to be a stunning surprise, and two, if anybody's got negative comments, let them keep them to themselves. 3, you really want to purchase some good foundation garments. Depending on the shape and size of your dress, you might need anything from a strapless bra to a pair of Spanx to a garter or a bustier. Make sure that you have all of these things before your first dress fitting to make sure that your dress fits perfect the day of with exactly what you're going to be wearing that day. You're also going to want to find shoes with the correct heel height. When you change your heel height, it actually changes the length of your dress. This is especially important if you're going to be hemming the lower bottom of the dress. You want to make sure that you bring those heels to your fitting appointments. You want to also find a professional that does quality alterations. You need to get a price quote and then as well also get a general time frame about how long it's going to take for the alterations to take place. Be mindful, it can be pretty extensive to do alterations and it can take a really long time to get your dress back. Definitely don't leave this to the last minute. Common alterations are hemming the bottom of a gown, some work around the neckline depending on the shape of your dress, and then also adding a bustle. You want to also shop for accessories. So everything from jewelry to if you're going to decide to wear a veil, it needs to be done early. It shouldn't be on your wedding day where you're finally putting the entire look together for the first time. You definitely want to see it beforehand and make sure it all looks good. You also need to decide on your hairstyle and a makeup look for the day of, and your dress is an important part of that. You're going to want to take a picture of your dress and show it to your stylist beforehand so they can consider your neckline when they're giving you options for your hairstyle. You're also going to want to bring with you your veil or any hair pieces that you're going to wear the day of if you're going to do a trial run with your hairstylist so they can try it on with those things. You want to make sure it looks perfect just like it's going to on the day of your wedding. The next thing that you're going to need to do is if you're going to be getting a spray tan, a pedicure, or a manicure, you want to start thinking about the colors and styles of those. You're going to want to get a trial run if you can, at least with the spray tan, so you know exactly what to expect, how long it lasts, and if it rubs off easily. You also really want to start thinking about transporting your dress the day of. So that means, do you have a garment bag to protect it in? Who's going to be in charge of getting it to and from the venue if you're not going to be leaving in your dress, so if you do an outfit change. And then also, what are your accessories going to be in? And making sure that you don't forget your accessories. A common last minute thing that I see is people getting worried about steaming their dress. One, you need to be mindful. Not all dresses should be steamed. Sometimes it can actually ruin the fabric if you steam it. So you want to check with either your alterationist or the manufacturer of the dress to see if it's something that you should steam in the first place. Usually when you get your dress altered, they will steam it for you. So the best bet is just to hang it straight and nice after your alterations and don't let it get crinkled. Steaming can be an extensively long process and you don't want to get stuck doing it last minute. Now also, consider what you're going to do with your dress after the wedding. So if you plan on donating it or selling it, that's one option. But if you plan on preserving it, you might want to go ahead and pencil that into your calendar so your dress doesn't end up in the back of your closet with the rest of your winter clothes that you never wear. That's our tips today for what to do after you found the perfect wedding dress. For more wedding advice, just check out thebridelinked.com.